Oh, thank you so much for your help. Let me move this. It's now her favorite day of the week. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel to another fold while I do a story time and or a rant and or today I am coming at you begging you to have a listen to what I have to say, okay? Please listen up. I find that this is very important. You guys, last night my husband was, I don't even remember how it came about, but he's like, hey, did you see this new trend for eyebrows? And my heart sank immediately. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna just start folding laundry. My heart sank immediately and I was like, say what? Because if you've been following my journey here on my channel, I am an eyebrow fanatic. I have been working very hard to get these bushy brows to bush out to the fullest extent. And so when he said that, I was like, ooh, do tell, because, you know, eyebrows are kind of my thing. And he was like, reading me some headline from some article saying that super thin eyebrows are making a huge comeback. I did a double take. I did a triple take. I was mortified by this information, and I am here as a strong PSA to say, do not do it. Whatever you do, do not pluck your eyebrows super thin. Okay, listen. I feel very passionate about this. I don't know if you can tell. I'm like, I don't even know if I can fold laundry at this point. This is how upsetting this is. I have very few regrets in my life. I try not to live with regret. I feel like that isn't good for your mental health, and I feel like everything is a lesson and blah, blah, blah. But I am not here to tell you what to do. I really think that everyone needs to make their own choices, and as long as we're all kind and good and sweet to one another, then, you know, do you. I love that for you. I love it. But plucking my eyebrows in the 90s to a very, very, very thin degree was the worst thing I could have ever done. I'm like crying. I used to have, like naturally have, big, beautiful, luscious eyebrows. My mom used to tell me how much she loved them, and at the time, very thin eyebrows were in, and I was like, ew, I hate my eyebrows, I hate them, I hate them, I hate them. And so I would pluck them, or at one point I was using like one of those like mini shavers. I would shave them. I mean, those suckers got so very thin. Sorry, my throat. Hold on. Really now on a ginger ale kick. I'm out of iced tea at the moment, so we're ginger aling. Okay, so I did it, and I thought I looked really cool, and now when I look back at pictures, I'm like horrified, but that's okay. At the time, I was like feeling myself, which listen, all I want for all of us is to just feel ourselves. But then I realized that that was not what I wanted my face to look like anymore. And so I began the growing back process of the eyebrows. And as probably all of you know, if you've ever plucked your eyebrows, it is a process indeed. It is a huge pain in the butt. And it's not like growing back like leg hair. It doesn't just grow back. Like it grows back all wonky, it grows back slowly, it grows back unevenly. My eyebrows will never be the same. The amount of time I spend on filling them, the amount of money I spend on product to keep them afloat. It is a full-time job, ladies and gentlemen. So for these thin eyebrows to just hit the scene again, this is terrible news for everybody. So I'm here to urge you deeply, please listen to me on this one, and please do not pluck your eyebrows to the skinniest of degrees, okay? You have options. There are other options out there for you. If you want to get on board with some of these other trends, I was just doing a little research. I actually planned a little bit before I sat down, which is rare, to read about some of the TikTok eyebrow trends, because heaven knows I'm not going on TikTok. TikTok. I said TikTok. That's how much I'm not going on it. I can't even say it right. They were saying disco eyebrows were in style, which is super fun. Different colored eyebrows are really fun. Even bleaching your eye. If you want to bleach your eyebrows, I saw someone, oh shoot, some fabulous, famous, very pretty lady recently posted a picture. She was in the car on the way somewhere and she had the eyebrows, this was the first I saw of it, bleached out. And I actually kind of liked it. Like, it's a good look, it's a vibe for a certain person, for a certain event. I'm all about that because that literally can grow out and, you know, that's just temporary. So all those other trends that are going on with the eyebrows, love it. There's even one that said unkempt eyebrows, like not even brushed or anything, just kind of let them go, which I am far more inclined to do than the skinny eyebrow. But it said, I'm just gonna read it. Guys, screw the laundry. Screw the laundry. This is important. All right, this is the Stick Straight Arches, which is one of them. I'm like my stomach is curling at this. Not to say like this person doesn't look beautiful and the people that do it don't look beautiful, but I'm just telling you the process of growing out your eyebrows is such, this is such a really deep subject for me, if you couldn't tell. It says Bella Hadid like straight up did this. Straight and upward facing eyebrows could be very welcome, a welcome standard again. I think we're gonna move towards a more sculpted brow where it's lifted on the tail, it ties the thread and lift and brow lip, blah, 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 blah. No, I don't know. Hands off grooming, that's what I like. Brow minimalism, I'm into that. Like I said, colorful eyebrows, I can get down with all of it. Bleached eyebrows, okay, I got it. Let's do that. But to go ahead, see the lamination and the silk brows, love that. But to go and do the super thin plucking, there's like not even anything else I could think of that I would be like, hey, just don't do it. Like, if you want to get a piercing, get the piercing. If you want to get the tattoo, I made a whole tattoo thing. I sound like such a mom right now. I did a whole tattoo story time not that long ago and like about my feelings on tattoos and this and that. Like, if you decide to even go that route, there's that. But I am telling you, this I just cannot get down with. Is there anything else out there that you're like, I just really like want to impart wisdom on other people to like not do this in terms of like looks? I mean, I've never done any sort of like reconstructive surgery. The biggest surgery I had was to get that weird thing removed from my back. If you missed that, I think it's called Dr. Pimple Popper style surgery or something. That was like the biggest thing under the knife that I had to do. Oh, I got sinus surgery, but I didn't fix anything on the outside. Anyways, I actually feel like even stronger about that. Like if you need to get something reconstructed for one reason or another, like I imagine you would go through like the steps to really make sure you want to do that, blah, blah, blah. But like eyebrows, okay, maybe this is becoming a little hyperbolic and absurd, but like just don't pluck your eyebrows, guys. Anyone that grew up in the 90s knows this, and anyone that grew up in the 90s, I feel like it's gonna stand by this. Now, if you're like really into the like small eyebrow look and you have yet to grow out your eyebrows because since the time you first pluck them, like that's your jam and you're just gonna like live your thin eyebrow life, that's a whole nother story. Like, good on you, it looks good on some people. But if you are just doing it because it's the trend and you want to give it a try, I'm saying please do not, because there's no turning back. There's just no turning back. Does anyone else agree with me? Am I being so dramatic about this? Yeah, yes, Lisa, you are. But I'm on this real like trends kick right now. I did that trends video on Tuesday, and then tomorrow there's another like help me style these new trends kind of video coming out, so check that out. And I'm just like kind of fascinated by the cycle of trends, you know what I mean? Because like everything comes back around, so the fact that this is coming back around is not surprising in theory, but it is certainly shocking. I am happy though to see that I looked at that like TikTok list, that article, and it's only one of the things listed on there, and the rest of them are just more like colorful, fun, kind of crazy looks that are temporary, so that's good. Hi, what do you think about eyebrows? C has little eyebrows that sometimes show in certain lights, and it's very silly. I will try to get a picture of it. It freaks my husband out because it's just so weird looking, but I think it's cute. Anyhow, That's the subject of today's video, eyebrows. I'm just like taken aback. I would even say like, I did eyelash extensions, and I know if you don't take care of those and you like try to rip them out or whatever, if you just like don't take care of them properly as they advise you to do, that your eyelashes can get like screwed up. But I almost feel like even that, at least in my experience, like my eyelashes were like pretty much okay by the time I decided to like stop doing the extensions. But I'm telling you, the eyebrows still growing out. And if you are in the process of growing out your eyebrows for like the first time, it is like the worst. It's like growing out bangs, where it's just like always in the awkward stage and always like uncomfortable, and you always want to recut them or repluck them, but you know you shouldn't. Bangs are bad, but depending on your hair and how it grows, that can at least grow back. I've made the mistake of doing bangs. Bangs look good on a lot of people. I wish they looked good on me or were easy to keep on me, but they just aren't. But yeah, the more I think about it, the more I really feel like eyebrows, plucking your eyebrows is like the #1 thing I would recommend never doing. That's serious, y'all. That's serious. I didn't have that much laundry to do this week because I feel like I either have been re-wearing the same thing over and over again, or just walking around the house naked. I've been in a real naked kick lately. Anyone else? Anyone else? That's it. This was a passionate rant and a plea to you all to just please don't do this. Please don't fall for this trend. Do the rest of it. Go wild. Unless, again, no judgment. If you're like, hey, I just actually like my eyebrows thinner, that's just like how I like it, then by all means. But I urge you to think twice if you're just doing it for the trend. You know what I mean? For the gram, for the talk. Do they call it for the TikTok? Remember how they used to say for the gram? What do they say about the TikTok? The TikTok? What do they say about TikTok? Okay, I'm old. I love you guys. Thanks for joining me on this journey. Please come back tomorrow because I really do need help styling the items that you will see then. And I look forward to reading your comments as always. I hope this was fun. This was all in good fun. Not judging anyone. I'm just putting out my opinion, cautiously warning those who are thinking about following this eyebrow trend. Don't do it. Love you. Bye.